Alright, buckle up, because the Cybertruck, that stainless steel trapezoid that was supposed to be the future of pickup trucks, is having a bit of a moment. And by moment, I mean a full-blown existential crisis. Nearly 7,000 of these futuristic doorstops on wheels have been yanked back by Tesla due to some, shall we say, design quirks. But it's not just America's highways the Cybertruck is struggling to navigate. From the winding roads of Ireland to the bustling streets of Beijing, this vehicle is facing a wave of rejection that's about as subtle as its own design. Countries around the world are saying thanks, but no thanks to Elon Musk's polygonal brainchild. So why is the Cybertruck, a vehicle once hailed as the second coming of automotive innovation, facing such a harsh backlash? Well, hold on to your USB chargers, because we're about to dive deep into the unfolding crisis that is the Tesla Cybertruck. Let's start with the good old US of A, shall we? The land of the free, home of the brave, and apparently, the land of shoddily assembled pickup trucks. You see, Tesla was forced to recall almost every single Cybertruck it managed to spit out of its factory. And the reason? Well, it turns out those oh-so-stylish stainless steel trim panels weren't exactly attached with the same level of care as, say, a nuclear launch code briefcase. We're talking adhesive tape, folks. Adhesive tape holding crucial parts of a vehicle that's supposed to withstand the apocalypse. Naturally, this led to the very real possibility of trim pieces deciding to take flight at highway speeds, potentially turning the Cybertruck into a stainless steel shrapnel dispenser. Not exactly the kind of off-road capability Tesla was going for, I'd wager. But hey, maybe it's just a teething problem, right? A minor hiccup for a revolutionary vehicle? Well, not quite, because it turns out America's not the only one with Cybertruck beef. Across the pond, our friends in the United Kingdom had a slightly different take on the Cybertruck. See, the Brits, they have this quaint little thing called the Certificate of Conformity. It's basically a document that says your car isn't going to spontaneously combust or, cleave a pedestrian in half with its door handle. And guess what? The Cybertruck in all its angular glory didn't quite make the cut. You see, UK law requires all vehicle edges to be rounded to at least 3.2 millimeters. It's a safety thing, you understand, prevents nasty scrapes and accidental amputations. The Cybertruck, with its design language seemingly lifted from a low-polygon video game, missed the memo. So, in a move that can only be described as peak British passive aggression, the Greater Manchester Police decided to impound a Cybertruck. That's right, they took it away. No more cruising down the high street for you, Mr. Angular. Now, let's hop over to the Emerald Isle, where the Cybertruck encountered a challenge more formidable than any speed bump narrow Irish roads. Imagine, if you will, this hulking metallic beast attempting to navigate the winding lanes of the Irish countryside, its massive frame wedged between ancient stone walls. It's like trying to fit a refrigerator into a dollhouse. But the Irish weren't just concerned about the Cybertruck's girth, they also took issue with its, shall we say, unique dimensions. You see, a standard Category B license in Ireland has a weight limit of 3.5 tons. The Cybertruck, in all its hefty glory, tips the scales at well over that. And if that wasn't enough, there were concerns about those sharp, pointy edges. Apparently the Irish have a thing about pedestrians not getting accidentally skewered while walking down the street. Who knew? Chapter 4. Next stop. Australia, the land of sunshine, shrimp on the Barbie, and surprisingly strict car safety regulations. You'd think a country where kangaroos can casually total your car would be a bit more lenient when it comes to automotive design, but alas, the Cybertruck found itself on the receiving end of a firm no mate. The issue? Well, it turns out that being tough can be a bit of a double-edged sword. The Cybertruck, with its ultra-tough steel exoskeleton, is designed to withstand impacts like a tank. The problem is, it doesn't absorb much energy in a crash, and in the world of car safety, that's a big no-no. See, modern cars are designed to crumple in a crash, absorbing the impact and protecting the squishy humans inside. The Cybertruck, on the other hand, would rather transfer all that force directly to the occupants. It's like being inside a giant metal bell during an earthquake. Not exactly ideal. And if that wasn't enough, there's also the small matter of Australia driving on the left side of the road. And before you ask, no, flipping the Cybertruck over like a pancake is not a viable solution. Chapter 5. Now, let's venture to the Middle Kingdom, where the Cybertruck encountered a different kind of roadblock, China's strict pedestrian safety regulations. You see, China takes pedestrian safety very seriously. And rightly so, considering their roads are often more crowded than a clown car at a convention. The problem is the Cybertruck, with its sharp angles and aggressive design, looks like it was designed to win a game of vehicular chicken with a pedestrian. Those pointy edges that the Brits and Irish weren't too fond of? Yeah, China's not a fan either. So while the Cybertruck isn't officially banned in China, it might as well be. It's like trying to sell a meat lover's pizza in a vegan commune. Sure, it's technically allowed, but good luck finding anyone willing to buy it. Now, all of this international drama wouldn't be complete without a little financial fallout, would it? And boy oh boy has there been fallout. Tesla's stock, once considered as untouchable as a diamond-encrusted Nokia 3310, has taken a nosedive of epic proportions. We're talking more than a 50% drop in less than 6 months. To put that in perspective, it's like watching your retirement fund get sucked into a black hole. Nearly $800 billion of market capitalization, gone, vanished, poof. And while the Cybertruck's global struggles aren't the sole reason for this financial meltdown, they certainly haven't helped. It's like watching a game of Jenga, where each rejected Cybertruck is another block pulled from the tower of Tesla's stock price. As if Tesla didn't have enough problems, China decided to add insult to injury by slapping hefty tariffs on imported Tesla vehicles. We're talking a 25% import tax on high-end models like the Model S and Model X. That's like adding a hefty surcharge for breathing air while driving a Tesla in China. Now, these tariffs aren't directly related to the Cybertruck debacle, but they certainly don't help. It's like trying to sell a luxury car during a recession. Sure, there are still people out there who can afford it, but they're probably too busy investing in canned goods and survival bunkers to care. And for Tesla, which was banking on China being a major market for its electric vehicles, these tariffs are a major blow. It's like preparing for a marathon by running sprints in your living room. You might be in good shape, but you're not exactly ready for the main event. Now, while Tesla's stock is busy playing financial limbo, the competition isn't exactly standing still. Traditional automakers, once content to watch Tesla from the sidelines, have been busy ramping up their own electric vehicle offerings. And let's be honest, they've learned from Tesla's mistakes. They've seen the Cybertruck's reception and thought, yeah, maybe we'll stick to designs that don't require a tetanus shot to look at. The result, a slew of electric vehicles that are not only stylish and practical, but also, road legal in most countries. This has led to a steady decline in Tesla's market share. In the US, Tesla's share of the electric vehicle market has dropped from a commanding 79% in 2020 to a still respectable but shrinking 54% in 2023. In Europe, the situation is even more dire, with sales plummeting by 30%. It's like showing up to a potluck with a plate of plain tofu while everyone else brought gourmet dishes. So, with all of these factors at play, it's no surprise that investor confidence in Tesla has taken a hit. Remember that black hole we talked about earlier? Yeah, it's starting to look less like a cosmic anomaly and more like a self-inflicted wound. Investors, those fickle creatures who control the fate of companies with the click of a mouse, are starting to get cold feet. They're seeing the Cybertruck struggles, the declining market share, the rising production costs, and they're starting to wonder if Tesla is still a sure bet. It's like watching a high-wire act where the performer keeps stumbling. You're still rooting for them, but you're also mentally preparing for the inevitable fall. So, where does Tesla go from here? Can Elon Musk, the self-proclaimed techno-king and meme lord extraordinaire, steer his company clear of this perfect storm of disaster? Or is Tesla destined to become another cautionary tale of Silicon Valley hubris, a modern-day Icarus brought low by its own ambition? Well, the future, as they say, is unwritten. Tesla still has a lot going for it. They have a loyal customer base, innovative technology, and a CEO who's not afraid to take risks, no matter how ill-advised they may seem. But they also have a lot of challenges to overcome. They need to regain the trust of investors, ramp up production of their more mainstream vehicles, and, oh yeah, maybe design a pickup truck that doesn't violate the laws of physics or common sense. It's a tall order, but if anyone can pull it off, it's Elon Musk. Then again, this is the same man who once used a Tesla to launch a car into space, so maybe we shouldn't be surprised if he decides to solve Tesla's problems by colonizing Mars. Either way, it's going to be an interesting ride. So there you have it, the unfolding saga of the Tesla Cybertruck, a tale of ambition, innovation, and a healthy dose of reality checks. From its rocky launch to its global rejection, the Cybertruck has become a symbol of both Tesla's potential and its pitfalls. But this is just the beginning. The electric vehicle market is still in its infancy, and the competition is only going to get fiercer. Tesla, with its history of innovation and disruption, is well positioned to be a major player in this new automotive landscape, but to succeed, they'll need to learn from their mistakes, adapt to the changing market, and maybe, just maybe, design a pickup truck that doesn't look like it belongs in a dystopian sci-fi film. Will Tesla rise to the challenge? Will the Cybertruck ever live up to its hype? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure. The future of transportation is electric, and it's going to be a wild ride.